Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the conscious universe for the new world consciousness. Blossom Goodchild, Channeling the Federation of Light, August 20, 2023. Blossom Goodchild. Good morning, to you. Okay, so, light language. It either blows your blouse up, or it doesn't. Our particular dialect, I find, with all respect, and trusting you are not offended, sounds like total gobbledygook. Others I have heard, have a much more attractive lilt to them. Plus, no one knows what you are saying. You could be persiflaging on about the price of cabbages for all we know. The floor is yours, my friends, to talk as much as you like about it. Federation of Light. Good morning to you, Blossom, and all. We are aware, Blossom, of your misgivings in this particular matter, and we are grateful to you that you trust yourself and us enough to still release this talk on your channel. We know you found it uncomfortable. Blossom Goodchild. Yes, I did. Federation of Light. What we would like you to understand, as many do, is that within that tone, within that mishmash of sounds and clicks, there is information and light codes being sent directly to the soul. The heart feels them and decodes them into the individual system, so that it resonates on a deeper level to that which one, on a human level, cannot decipher. Blossom Goodchild. And does what? Federation of Light. Stores it. Absorbs it. Embraces it. Blossom Goodchild. Why is it that some burst into tears? Some have the desire to speak back. Some get the body shakes. Some feel so much love from it. Whilst others get nothing. Nada? Federation of Light. Those who have a form of reaction are no different from those who do not. Either way, the understanding reaches deep within. Blossom Goodchild. Even though we don't understand it? Federation of Light. Yes. For it is not of slash from your earth. It is from a higher plane. And is that not where you are all from? Blossom Goodchild. Yes. Now, unbeknown to the reader/listener, this conversation is not flowing at all. What is the issue? I thought we were good to go? Federation of Light. Blossom. Blossom Goodchild. Yes. Federation of Light. Take a break and restart. Blossom Goodchild. Okay. So it's now the evening. Shall we try again? Federation of Light. By all means. Would you care to know what was said in our transition of light language? Blossom Goodchild. Yes, please. Me and many, many, more. Federation of Light. That which we translate. Blossom Goodchild. You know there is no such word? Federation of Light. Why not? Do not all words come from creation? Blossom Goodchild. So, what is its exact meaning? Why not use a word we know? Federation of Light. Blossom, when we telepathically sent that word to you, did you know what it meant? Blossom Goodchild. Well, I had an idea. Yet, had to look it up to check if it existed. It didn't. Federation of Light. Yet, you still understood? Blossom Goodchild. Yes. I see where you are going with this. Federation of Light. In a sense you do. Words are made up of sounds, letters, tones, vibrational frequencies, etc., and they have been given meaning in order for one to communicate. Is this not so? Blossom Goodchild. Indeed. Yet, we are aware of their meanings. Federation of Light. When one speaks in French to you, do you understand what is said? Blossom Goodchild. Very little. The same for any language, really. Federation of Light. Words are designed to help each other understand each other. Words are used to give labels to everything. When we speak to you in our unique language, do you think we, as the Federation of Light, speak to each other in this way? Blossom Goodchild. No. For I feel you are beyond words and use telepathy. That's if you are many, or one, as in oneness/consciousness. You certainly do not come across as an individual. Federation of Light. Indeed, we are not. We do not speak. We offer you telepathic communications. Blossom Goodchild. That arrive in my head in words. To make it clear, I do not hear them. They come as a thought. You speak words to me. Federation of Light. How else would we communicate that which we desire to inform you of? When we use your vessel and your vocal cords at times, also, we use words, for they are understood. However, when using what we would call a universal language, there is no need for an interpreter. For we do not use words. We use a combination of sounds that blend into each other and they cannot be broken up into words. Blossom Goodchild. I keep getting the word siphon in my head. Federation of Light. Because we are sending it to you. Blossom Goodchild. What for? Where does it fit in? Federation of Light. Imagine a ball of sound. There is no easy way to put this into words. This ball is out there / up there / somewhere / nowhere. It is simply there. It is made up of love. And this love, in this case, is translated / transported / siphoned into a flow of wavelengths that come across as words. Yet, they are not. Blossom Goodchild. So, the sounds are actually made to emit a particular wavelength? Federation of Light. Correct. Blossom Goodchild. Aha. That makes more sense to me. Federation of Light. We would say that this is in our particular case. With you. When we use what you call light language, these wavelengths tune into the wavelengths of the energy of oneself. And when they meet up, they become an orchestra. The reason why many display tears, or feel so much love / home, is because the missing instruments arrive within this translation. In order to complete the set. Blossom Goodchild. You have to tell me why you are using the word translate instead of translation. Federation of Light. Because translate does not mean the same as translate. Translate means to interpret from one language to another. Translate means for layers of sound to be transmitted in the same moment. Blossom Goodchild. How many layers? Federation of Light. Multiple. Depending on the sound. Blossom Goodchild. So, they are not words. They are wavelengths that communicate with us? Federation of Light. To you. Your soul absorbs these frequencies and acknowledges them, relates to them. And yes. Replies. Blossom Goodchild. Replies how? Federation of Light. By co-joining. By becoming one with that same frequency which the human may not understand, yet, the soul self does. This is why it is universal. Blossom Goodchild. So, do animals and insects understand it? Federation of Light. Yes. Although, there is nothing to understand. It is love. In a wavelength. Blossom Goodchild. Yet, when you were speaking it last week, the hand gestures that came with it, certainly made one feel as if you had something to say. Pointing to the eyes, mouth etc., you don't seem to be able to answer that? Federation of Light. The nearest we could come to explaining would be expression of flow. Blossom Goodchild. Not flow of expression? Federation of Light. No. Expression of flow. Blossom Goodchild. So, one can say, there is no interpretation to be had? Federation of Light. Correct. That is not to say that the resonance of the sound brought through from us by you didn't do anything. For the frequency of it, when allowed to blend, heals the heart, soul, body and mind. It is its own magical music that is understood on a universal soul level. Blossom Goodchild. Am I right in saying this is not the same when White Cloud speaks? Federation of Light. You are. When the expanded soul love of the energy known to you as White Cloud speaks in a different tongue. He uses language of old. Language that transports the soul to a place of peace. Blossom Goodchild. Can his words be interpreted? Federation of Light. No longer with your earthly transcripted eye. For it is ancient. Yet, some words are still known. That which he speaks of connects with the heart so strongly because it comes from the heart. In a broad sense. He spoke of times to come. He spoke of your strength and courage. He spoke of that which he speaks to you in that of the English language. Yet, by speaking in his ancient native tongue, it brings through a different wavelength and therefore, goes deeper into the soul's understanding. Blossom Goodchild. Why deeper? Why is English not so deep? Federation of Light. Because, throughout / over time Blossom, much that is spoken has lost its luster. In a sense, lost its truth. The vibration now, of much that is spoken is of a lesser depth. Blossom Goodchild. This is hard to put into words, isn't it? Neither you or I can find what we are looking for. I think folk will understand lesser depth. Well, what can I say? I'm not sure when it will happen again. Methinks not for a while, if I have anything to do with it. Thanks for your explanation, chaps. Federation of Light. Blossom, thank you for coming back to this conversation and getting it done. We know this has settled you and you can now relax. Blossom Goodchild. Oh, indeed. Onwards. Ever onwards, my friends. We'll keep marching on. Raising the vibe of the planet. Until we get to where we are going. In gratitude. In loving service. I am. Website, blossomgoodchild.com.